Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into an institution that has, pretty quietly, been shaping Pakistan's capital for more than 50 years, the Islamabad Model Postgraduate College, or IMPC. Now, this is way more than just a college. It's practically a pipeline for the nation's leaders. So let's break down how it became such a huge part of Islamabad's story.
Okay, so right off the bat, you hit a bit of a puzzle. If you look it up, some places say the college was founded in 1969, but others say 1981. So what's the deal? A simple mistake? Not at all. This little contradiction, well, it's actually the key to understanding the college's entire journey.
Let's rewind back to that first date, 1969. To really get why this college was even created, you have to remember what Islamabad was back then. We're talking about a brand new capital city literally being built from the ground up.
I mean, think about it. Islamabad was a blank slate. The government was moving thousands of federal employees, engineers, city planners, administrators to this new city, and their kids needed schools. So IMPC was born out of pure necessity. The mission was simple but absolutely vital. Give a high-quality, affordable education to the children of the very people who were building the nation's capital. And its start was super humble. Back in 1969, it was just sharing space inside a regular school building.
So, how does it go from being a tenant in a school building to the massive institution we see today? Well, this next part of the story is all about it forging its own identity, really defining who it was, what it was for, and where it belonged.
Right, so here's what makes IMPC stand out. It's a federal government college. It's run by the Federal Directorate of Education, the FDE. Now that's a really important detail. It means it's not tied to any single province. Its mission is national, which makes perfect sense for a college sitting right in the country's capital. And this is where that second date, 1981, comes in. This was the year the college finally got its own home. And wow, what a home! We're talking about a sprawling 47-acre campus, purpose-built in Sector H-8, an area the city literally designed to be an education hub. This move was a total game-changer. It meant real science labs, a huge library, proper sports fields. It was a massive statement about its future.
And because it's a government institution, it runs on a very clear, very formal top-down structure. You've got the principal at the top, followed by the vice principal, then heads of departments, all the way down. Everything is structured by the government's basic pay scales, or BPS. Now that might sound like dry administrative stuff, but it means the college runs with the kind of discipline and order you'd expect from a federal body, creating a very structured, very focused learning environment.
Okay, so we've got the place and the structure locked down. But the real story, of course, is what goes on inside the classrooms. And believe me, the academic mission of this place has changed so much over the decades.
You can really track the college's whole journey right here. Back in the 80s and 90s, it was the place to go for your pre-medical or pre-engineering studies. Then in the 2000s, it leveled up, adding master's degree programs. In 2012, it got a rebrand to Islamabad Model College, which was part of a big push to raise standards across the city. And today, it's completely in sync with the modern university system, offering 4-year Bachelor of Science, or BS, programs. It's just been constantly evolving.
And these affiliations, this is what makes its degrees carry so much weight. For the college-level stuff, it's tied to the federal board. But for its university-level degrees, it's affiliated with one of the best institutions in the country, Quaid-i-Azam University. And on top of all that, every program is accredited by the Higher Education Commission, which means these qualifications are rock solid and recognized everywhere.
But the college's impact goes way, way beyond its campus gates in Islamabad. Over time, it's effectively become a talent pipeline for the entire nation.
For decades, you hear this one phrase used to describe MIPC over and over again: a primary feeder. A primary feeder for two of the most important institutions in the country: the Federal Civil Service and the Armed Forces.
And you can see it right here. Just look at where the alumni go. A huge chunk goes straight into the civil services and the military. That's the core mission being fulfilled right there. But look at the rest. You've got a significant number becoming professors and researchers, and now a growing number are making their mark in the private sector. It just shows how the college's influence keeps expanding.
And here's something really special. Because it's a federal college in the capital, it attracts students from every single province and region of Pakistan, from Khyber Pakhtunkhwa to Sindh, from Balochistan to Kashmir. So the campus itself becomes this incredible melting pot, a small version of the entire nation. It's a powerful force for national unity, just by bringing all these young people together.
So, after all these decades, when you put it all together, what is the lasting legacy of IMPC?
What's its final grade in Pakistan's educational history?
Its legacy really comes down to a few core things. It's an absolute cornerstone of public education, providing a path to success for generations of middle-class families who couldn't afford expensive private schools. It has a long, proven history of incredible academic results, and it's built this reputation for mixing that academic excellence with a very disciplined, structured environment.
And all of that leaves us with one final big question to think about. We're now in an age where education is increasingly dominated by expensive private universities. So what's the future for public institutions like IMPC? What is their role when they are the ones still responsible for building a nation's foundational workforce, from its government officers to its soldiers? It's definitely something worth considering.